Hi, my name is Michael Ferrari, and I used to look like this. But when COVID hit, I saw that this was an opportunity to change my life. So now I look like this, and I still get 0 bitches, and you can too. After years of dieting, trying different workouts, doing research, being skinny, and then adding some weight, I'm finally at a point in my life where body dysmorphia is still there. And in this video, I'm gonna show you the workouts I did to get to that level. And in the next video, I'll show you my diet. Firstly, I want to tell you my philosophy when it comes to physical health. People approach their physiques differently and they have different goals physically. My goal is that I strive for longevity with flexibility as well as working on athletic ability. I see many people be completely jacked and they have like this Greek god-like body, but then when it comes to them actually doing physical activity, they are just as unhealthy as some other people. And honestly, I think when it comes to being healthy, I don't think that's where it's at. Why do you have all this muscle when you can't use it? They're still miserable and they're just like always hurting, and that's not my goal. Because I want to be able to move better at an older age, so this is what I do. I also take 1 week off the gym every 2 months to ensure muscle recovery, and I'll do different stretches, red light therapy. Luckily, I have a gym nearby that is provided with the work I do, so I have all this to my hand for free, which is great. And just to get the record straight, like, I'm not a licensed trainer, I'm not an exercise scientist, I'm not a wicked bro science guy or a science-based lifter. I have just done research and saw that it worked for me, so hopefully it will work for you. These workouts aren't for everyone. I'm not saying you have to do these workouts. I think the goal of this video is to show you the workouts that I do, and if you're new, maybe take some for your own. Or as well, I'd also like to be told what I can do better in the comment section. So because I do understand, genetics play a role when it comes to physique, but I also want to be able to do the best type of workout for what I'm looking for. So if there's anyone in the comments who are actually really well versed when it comes to the world of exercising, please let me know. Let's begin. So I usually work out Monday through Thursday, usually before work. I have about 3 or 4 workouts for each muscle group. That is mostly 3 sets of 4 with sprinkles of calisthenics here and there. And on Monday, it's triceps, biceps, forearms, and chest. So then I start out with, like I said, triceps. After stretching, I go to the cable machine, set the setting all the way to the top, and use the bar to do tricep pull downs. I focus on movement of the triceps along with little excess body movement so the triceps can carry most, if not all, of the workload. It's a warm-up. I don't do this to kill my triceps just yet. I save it for the next 2. And then I also do the overhead tricep pulls, 3 sets of 12. I then set the cable about a little bit less than halfway down, and I grab the rope, where if you put it on your head, you look like a practicing Jew. At least I do anyway. And position my body upright and just have the triceps do all of the pulling over my head for 3 sets of 12 reps each. Number 3 is cable skull crushers. Now, most people use the bar for the skull crushers, and it's effective, really. But I personally have been doing them with cables. It's constant tension, and you don't have the fear of actually crushing your skull with the bar if something bad happens. I grab the bench, set the cable to its lowest setting, and focus on just the tricep movement. There's constant tension throughout. You don't risk much of an injury, like if you drop the bar on your head, like I just said. And I think it's really good. One good fluid motion. And number 4 for the burner is the cross tricep pull. Then with both cables, I burn out my triceps with a cross tricep pull for 1 minute at a light weight. And with that, triceps are done. Next up, the best muscle, more curls, more girls, unless you're bisexual. I love the biceps, just the workouts in general. I think they're my favorite. And I start off with the seated bicep curl. It's pretty straightforward. I set the bench to the second to last upright position, and it's pretty simple. I let the biceps do all the lifting. A lot of people do it standing up, but with sitting forces no body momentum to take the load from what should be going to your biceps to get full hypertrophy. By sitting with that slight angle on the bench with an upright posture, it is a prime position for a good bicep workout. That little angle just gets a little bit more on the biceps, and truly it feels good. Next for the bicep is the laying dumbbell curl. Now I do this for 3 sets of 1 minute. I set the bench to the second to last lowest setting. and I lay down and you kind of let your arms loose on the side, and for 1 minute straight you curl. The angle and gravity creates such a crazy amount of tension to the biceps. I usually go lighter on these to have consistency in my curl for 1 minute straight, but the tension is so strong regardless. And I do this for 3 sets for 1 minute. Now for the last one is the hammer curl burnout for just 1 minute. I burn out the biceps with a basic hammer curl. Your biceps should be tired, so I don't go wicked heavy. Also, the hammer curls are a good transition to the next body part to work out. The forearms. Now, big forearms are really aesthetically pleasing. Thing is, my forearms are not that big. They're just more defined, but it really like completes that bicep tricep fusion. So I make sure I hit it very well. A good forearm workout. If you've ever done rock climbing, last time I did rock climbing, I actually dislocated my shoulder. Anyway, forearms are amazing, but somehow my right forearm is bigger than my left. I'll have to get more information on that. Looks a little odd, but I have my arm lay across the bench and curl my wrist forward for each forearm for 1 minute. And then I do the same thing, but I do it upside down. And then I go to the cable machine with the cables all the way down with the right attachment. And you know that like thing that anime characters try to do to be cutesy, like a woo? So you do that, but with your hands and arms by your side for 1 minute. Then you flip your arms and do the same thing, but in reverse. And kind of the key is just let the fingers do all the work. Pause. But there is some wrist curlage going on, but when it comes to lifting it, it's just like it's all grip. It's really all grip. So let the fingers do the magic. I got my magic Mike fingers. So then for 2 minutes, it looks a little weird at first, but you stick your arms out to the side and flex your wrists up and down for 1 minute. And then after that, you flex your wrist up and grab the air. Trust me, it really does blow your forearms. You're gonna look a little bit weird if you don't know what you're doing and if you have a full gym, but thankfully when I go to the gym, it is dead. Next up is what I look forward to most on Mondays, the chest. Chest day, best day, as we all know it. The first workout I do is the first part of 2. I do the yoga block push-ups, 2 sets of 25. In total, I do 100, but we do the rest of the 50 later on. So if you're able to, grab 2 yoga blocks, or have 2 different stocks of books that are the same height and do 50 push-ups if you can. I really love this one because the extra depth on the space of the blocks creates so much tension, and it gives you a crazy pump. Don't go right up to your neck. Come at an angle where it's better for your shoulders. You will end up doing 2 sets of 25, but like I mentioned earlier, you're gonna finish the rest of them after these next 2 workouts. So then you have the dumbbell bench press. The dumbbell bench press is one of my favorites because the free weights give you the ability to have an extra angle when trying to have a good rep when it comes to doing a chest workout. You do this for 3 sets of 12. It's a great exercise. So next is the bench press. When I did my lifting program in school for football, when I was back in high school, I did it close grip, but no one taught me correctly. But then I found out the correct way years later and moved it to a wider grip because it activates your chest more. I always had people commenting about having big triceps but a small chest, and I never understood why. And looking back, I think that was a big indicator. Then for the next workout, you finish the last of the 2 sets of 25 block push-ups, and then you go to the cable elbow touches for 1 minute. You go to the cables, you set it to the lightest, you set it to the lowest setting as well. You grab each cable, walk out a couple steps, and from a wide stance, try to touch your elbows, and while doing so, flex your chest muscles, and you do this over and over for 1 minute. So the rep should. It's gonna feel weird at first if you're not used to that movement, but once it hits your inner chest, your inner lower chest is gonna feel it so much. And then for the last one for Monday is the workout I like to call bodyweight elbow touches. Touch your elbows in a way where it activates your chest, and then you curl them up and down together, and it's a good way to burn out and finish the day. It's weird at first because I had people do it and they just put the elbows together and not doing anything. You want to really activate your chest when doing it, and just always try to have your elbows touching. And then you just do the curl, and it's such a good burnout for your chest. And with that, you're done with day 1. Next is Tuesday. Tuesday is back and shoulders. I personally still mentally coming over a back and shoulder injury as of recent, and sometimes it still lingers. So I do take some precautions about this day, and I don't do nearly as much weight as I should. So But we first start with the wide grip pull-up. I'm still hesitant for this one sometimes because, like I said, with my back injury, but I warm up the back with 3 sets of 5 reps. Really focus on your form being upright and drive through with your elbows. The bend with your elbows is the big thing with an upright position. And if you can't do like pull-ups free weight like I can, there's like the pull-up assist, or some people use the resistance bands. Whatever you can to work your way up. Some people like to like add weight to them when doing the pull-up, and that's not me right now. But next workout is the close grip pull-up. Switch the grip up to a close grip and do the same amount of sets and reps. Next is the wide lat pull down for 1 minute. To start out, I go to the lat machine and start out with a wider grip. Throughout all of the back workouts, your grip should be all 5 of your fingers on the same side of the bar or of the attachment. You don't want to try to have it like the other side like you do with other ones. You don't want to have the Lego grip. You want to just... A lot of people mess up the form of this one. For one, what worked best is, like I said, an upright back and focus on the lat muscles doing the work and really drive your elbows down and slowly raise it back up to the top of the rep.
And what you see is people will do all their reps like this, or as soon as fatigue sets in, they'll do this and they cave their chest in like this. So instead of being like that, they do this and they start pulling like this. And what that does is it takes tension off your lats, your teres muscles, and it puts it pretty much on your bicep. On a pull down is when you start to pull, I see a lot of people jerking back with a lot of momentum. So they'll bring back real hard. I'd rather you stay in one spot and really focus on driving your elbows down.
Next we do the close grip. You switch the grip and it's the same song and dance. Straight back, stretch out all the way to the top and have your lats do the work. And each of one of these that I do, it's just 1 minute, just straight. And it's only one set of 1 minute. And then you do the lat rows for the last 1 by 1 minute workout. With the same close grip, use the rowing part of the machine. You know how like the Norwegians have been going, ooh, ooh, ooh. You kind of do that, but don't pull upwards to your chest. Have it parallel to the ground, like perfectly parallel, and then kind of have the rep at your stomach. This one I really do like, and it's hard to try to get the form done correct, but the lat prayer, once you get that down, completely will just like explode your lats. To start the rep, you grab the rope or bar with your body leaning over. With straight out arms, you pull the rope to your hips, and as you pull down, your body tilts up. Then once you get to the top, your body goes back to the leaned over position as your arms are still straight. You do this for 3 sets of 12. Now, you move to the shoulders. So the dumbbell shoulder raise, it's the classic one. I do it for 3 sets of 12. Pretty standard. Sit upright, have your shoulders do the bulk of the lifting while using little to no momentum in each rep. As the workout goes on, you'll find it tougher to go higher. That's okay, as long as you're feeling that good tension, that good stretch on your shoulder where it's not hurting, but like I said, that tension, that's what we're looking for. And then the dumbbell push press with the same bench, same position, upright back, and push up. Some people push out when you should be push up. So try to keep it in line with your body, not in front nor behind to prevent potential injury, but just the natural fluid motion. Next is the cable raise for 1 minute on each shoulder. So I go back to the cables. Drop the cable to the lowest or the second lowest setting. Stand a little bit to the side where your shoulder is barely activated at the bottom and go across your body. And with only your shoulder, raise it again. Let the shoulder do the work. This is a lighter one, so you will still feel it, but it's not like it's going to be impossible. But then we have 2 more shoulders. Don't start resting now. Next is the banded shoulder raises for 1 minute for 3 sets, so 3 minutes total. To have a good burnout, but what's smoother on your muscles is resistance band. It's super underrated, and the constant tension is good for your muscles. So you explode to the top of the rep and then lower it down to the end of the rep. A lot of people don't really use resistance bands besides like warming up certain things. But I think when it comes to the shoulders, they're really good because shoulder injury is huge. I know firsthand. So having something with a smooth motion, but still having that tension is perfect. Some people kind of look down at the resistance bands, but dude, listen. Use them. I think they're great starter workouts as well. If you're getting in, you have calisthenics and resistance bands. And even when, as good as you think you are as a lifter, resistance bands will still kick your ass. And they're just good for longevity as well, especially when you get older. Next is the banded shrugs. With the same resistant band, or maybe a little bit heavier, to top off the day, for 2 minutes you shrug and raise your shoulders slightly backwards to hit some of the rear delts. I haven't really put much focus on the rear delts, and it's because I recently came from an injury where I had like the rear delt trap neck area hurt for like 2 months straight. I'm still getting used to, like, you know, working it, and sometimes I'll feel tension, I'll get worried, yada yada yada. But like I said, the resistance bands is really good for that, especially when you're coming back from an injury. So yeah, you shrug. It's the same as the workout before. Explode at the top, so at the bottom. Pause, but you're done with your day 2. Wednesday is legs, abs, and cardio. Now, a guy's garbage is another woman's gold. Leg day. I don't care who you are as a dude. It's a cardinal sin to skip out on leg day. It's really bad. I understand the genetic thing where, like, oh, my legs are not as big because of genetics. I get it. I used to have a football coach who was Hawaiian, and his calves, he would joke about taking our jerseys and wrapping around his calves because it was so big, his calves. It was crazy. Anyways, you can't skip out on a leg day. We can't be having a build like Dr. Eggman or Gru. We gotta even it out, guys, okay? Even if you're not looking for tree trunk legs, at least to have that figure with the legs, that's what we're looking for, and that's what we're doing today. I also do cardio on my leg day to ensure that I get a great leg workout, as well as it makes it difficult for me to walk up the stairs the next following days. That being said, I don't hate leg day nor cardio. I do tolerate it, so let's get into it. So I stretch about for 5 to 10 minutes before hitting my legs. Flexibility is wicked important to me, as you can tell. Workout number 1 is quad extensions for 3 sets of 12. I focus on the quads doing the work. I keep saying this, but it's true about letting the body part do the work. And a lot of people like to have not their ass on the seat, but by doing so, your quads will get more extension and it doesn't fatigue your lower body. So really try to sit when doing it. And then there's the hamstring curls. Switch up the seating and you're now doing your hamstrings. Try your best to get the full motion of the rep, so your hamstring, which is a huge muscle, gets all the activation, especially at the bottom of the rep. That's where you're going to get most of it. Next is the free weight Bulgarian split squats, 3 sets for 1 minute. Hell, this is hell. I don't do this for 12 reps. I do this for 1 minute for each legs for 3 sets, straight, no break. So basically it's a total of 6 minutes back and forth. It sucks, but it's good for you. Next is the Romanian deadlift. You grab some weights. It could be a bar, it could be a dumbbell or 2 dumbbells. Grab your weight, keep a strong back, bend over with slightly bent knees and lift all the way to the top, making sure you use your legs and not your back to move it, to not have a hernia. It sucks. You'll feel it in your hamstrings, but you can do this with dumbbells as well. But I use a regular bar with weights for more stability. But if you can, a Smith machine Romanian deadlift is pretty good. Next is the hack squat. This is pretty underrated. Grab the dumbbell and go deep as you can and explode up. Pause. The rule of thumb is, from what I've been told, is to try to work your way up to half your body weight in dumbbells. Like, I weigh around 155, so I've got myself to do 80-pound dumbbells, and that's 3 sets for 12. Next is the calf raise for 100. I then find something I can do 100 calf raises on, something with an edge, and I pay more attention to the dip of the rep than at the top. I do it for 100 straight reps. Really try to even the workload on both calves. Try your best to not favor one over the other, because it is real. Next is resistant band side steps. I've seen many old people do this, and I wanted to give it a shot, especially like the old Asian ladies. I'm like, what? There's got to be something about it. Now that I tried it, and I use it as a burnout, it's wicked good, especially for them hips. So I go from side to side of the room and I step my way to one side and back. I focus on the tension and I kind of go as far as I can with each side step. I do this for 3 sets back and forth. Low-key underrated. The old Asian ladies I see were on to something, man. Next is resistant band quad raises. Oh, I'm not just done with legs yet. I then grab the same resistance bands and raise each leg for 1 minute. By the way, shout out to Louis Allen for the shirts. Check out his t-shirt brand. Thanks for the free merch, Louis. Next is abs. So I watched this video for abs. Fun fact, I hate it. The music sucks. The splices in the videos are so dumb. And like, he's acting like we won't notice. And when I do the Russian twist, or when he's using the wheel to like change from his hands to his feet, I use a heavy exercise ball because I'm not a bitch. And I do little reps when doing the hold parts of the exercise. Regardless, it's good, but it's just like, oh, not this one again. Next is the front leg crunches. For 1 minute, I do these. I go to any sort of bar that I can just hang there, free weighted, and just crunch. And then there's flutter kicks the next minute. They suck, they're not fun, but for a core workout, it's gonna get you abs and a strong base. Then the leg raises. This one is brutal. So try to get your toes to the highest point with legs straight, and then have a slow release on the way down for 1 minute straight. At this point, unless you're an animal, your abs should be very fatigued, and your legs that you've been abusing for the hour beforehand should be very tired. But we're not done with abs just yet. We got the bench leg raisers. I forget what these are actually called. I saw Rocky do it, and then my aunt taught me one time when we were doing a workout together, and I've been using it since. It's my last ab workout. I lay on the bench and crunch my legs at the top of the rep, shoot it up in front of me, and slow on the way down, keeping my legs straight. 1 minute of this. Next is athlete time or cardio. This sucks. Surprise leg workout, by the way. Box jumps for 3 minutes. I then move on to do box jumps for 3 minutes. I do one different box jump each minute. The first minute is both legs, the second minute is one leg, and the last minute is the other. I work on how explosive my jump is and how soft I can land on the box. Next is a jump rope. I know like boxers really only do this, but the cardio portion of my workout, I can't run. Running on a treadmill, I feel like the hamster wheel. A lot of people feel the same. Either run outside or play a sport. When it comes to getting in a flow state, jump rope is that. But oh my goodness, that pisses me off. You're doing really well, and then you miss a jump or you misstep, and then you kind of like ruin it. It sucks. And with me, I just destroyed my legs for the hour and a half before, and now I have to jump rope for 5 minutes. It's not fun. But like I said, once you're in a flow state with a jump rope, it's nice. When it's broken, a crash out ensues. And your leg should be tired at this point, which is why you mess up, which forces you to push and jump even higher. The first minute is both legs, the second minute is one leg, the third minute is the other leg, the fourth minute is interchanging legs, and the last one is kind of a cool down, freestyle, just like, you know, slow down. Next is the agility ladder. I then head to the agility ladder and do 4 different variations up and down. This one is rather quick. 2 feet in, focus on getting it correct rather than getting it fast. And then the icky shuffle is what my coaches used to call it. It's kind of like 1 in, 1 out, 1 in, 1 out in that sense when going straight through it. Sideways, 2 feet in, 2 feet out. This one can be challenging. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You kind of just activate your hip more to move that leg, and you do these for 2 rounds of each drill. Next is the line drills. I then head to the turf side of my gym, and if you don't have this, a jump rope or resistance band works as well. I do different variations of agility drills for 30 seconds at the highest intensity I can with the little amount of leg strength I have left. Next is kicking. I actually really love this one. I then go to the punching bag or a heavy bag and work on hip explosiveness with kicking, 3 to 5 minutes of different kick variations. If you have your regular kick, work on twisting your hip and using your shin to hit the bag and follow through with it. Kick through the bag rather than just the surface. Then the switch kick, you switch your stance to a lesser dominant leg, and then you try to drive up that weaker leg. It won't be as powerful as your regular kick, but it can be a quick switch up, and it is a little bit more faster. And my favorite, the question mark kick. You got to be flexible to do this one correctly. You show lower kicks, and then you keep doing it. In the last second, you pivot your foot that you're bouncing on, open the hips, snap the knee, and curve your hips downwards so it's an upward motion. It should all be like very quick. Oh, you thought the leg workouts were done? Cute. Workout number 6, if I have time, is the bike. I'll burn out by doing 2 miles on the bike on the most difficult setting. At this point, I'm fairly flamed out. I'm begging for an ice cold Corona Light and a Caesar salad, but unfortunately it's not there. Then this one I really like. It's not, you don't really see people doing this as a gym workout. It's the reaction time ball. So like I then cool down with the wall on a reaction ball. It's the same ball that goalies use to do their reflexes. Honestly, this is peak. I start from a shorter distance where it's quick motion and it's constant back and forth, and it's very unpredictable. That's the point of it. And then work your way to longer distances where you put more emphasis on how hard you can throw and how quick you can get your hands in place to catch it. Focus on getting your hands in the direction you see the ball break towards you, and have a clean catch and throw it back as quick as you can. The objective is to not let it get past you and to catch it cleanly, even if you have to fumble it in your hands. You also get a good back workout once you get in constant rhythm with this. And with that, you're done with day 3, which I consider Wednesday. Again, I don't sometimes have time to get all of these in. I usually hit all the legs and the abs, and whatever happens there is which ones I kind of want to hit the most if I have time. But if I have all the time in the world, like I have the day off, I will I will kill myself. Thursday or Friday, it's upper body day. To round out the week and to go into the weekend strong, I do a couple workouts for each part of the upper body, and then I have 3 days following to recover. So I'm back for Monday. Just enough time. Like some people, like, you gotta go to the gym 6 out of 7 days, you know, maybe 1 rest day. Some people don't have rest days and they wonder why they're not completely jacked. The rest days are wicked important, but going into my rest days, I do this. So for the tricep workout, a lot of it is just recycled workouts from Monday and Tuesday, but there are some that I switch up. So for tricep cable pull down, it's for 1 minute. I warm up and activate the triceps by doing pull downs for both arms with each cable for 1 minute straight. It reminds me of how a skier with poles go down the mountain. And then the same workout is Monday, tricep pull down, 3 sets for 12 reps.
Emergency meeting. From the time I've recorded this to where I'm editing it to now, I forgot to add this vital workout, the single arm tricep extension. You go to the cable machine, you set it all the way to the top, no attachment needed, and with each tricep, 3 sets of 12, you just pull it down. It's pretty simple. Again, no momentum. Let your body do the work. Let the tricep do the work. I know I've sound like a broken record this whole fucking video about let the body do the work. Let that body part do the work. Am I wrong though? Because it prevents injury. You get the full workoutness on it, and you don't look like a dunce at the gym. And I used to work in construction alongside some of my family members, and they used to say to me, let the tool do the work. And so it applies to here. There is correlation within this. So
for bicep, it's the hammer curls. And Monday we kind of did it as a burnout for 1 minute, but this one I do it for 3 sets at 12. Next bicep workout is the Bayesian cable curl. I then go back to the cable machine. I know I am a slave to the cables, but I then grab the cables with the right attachment, and with the might of my bicep, I curl in a smooth motion. Next is the laying bicep curl. Remember that one? Well, we just do it for 1 minute as a burnout. I do the same forearm workouts that I did on Monday. Those are not fun, but get through them. And chest, the block push-ups. Instead of doing 100, I just do the 2 sets of 25. And then the laying dumbbell bench press, instead of 3 sets of 12, I do it for 1 minute. So I will go lighter than if I do it for 3 sets of 12. It's more about getting that good tension rather than how heavy you can lift at this point. So I will go lighter with my dumbbells on this one. Bench press, 3 for 5. You might have to go lighter. You could go heavier, whatever, as long as you're alive still. And then again, the cable elbow touches and the bodyweight elbow touch curls for 1 minute. For the back, it's a wide grip pull-ups, 3 for 8 this time, not 3 for 5. Same with the close grip. I don't really hit much for back at that point. And then for shoulders, it's kind of the same song and dance. I do the shoulder raises. I do the shoulder press, and I do the resistance band ones again, and I do the shrugs. Pretty run-of-the-mill. That is my current workout routine. I've changed workout variations here and there, and when I take that week off from every 2 months, I'll change a workout here and there. And it's good. I think you should always stick to your workout. Don't try to like jump workouts or workout hop, exercise hop. Stick to one regimen that works. Stick to it for a while. Then as time goes on, see what you want to do differently, what you can add more, what you should take away, and do that. It's all trial and error, and it's just one big journey, as people say. And when I do take that week off, I do some physical therapy in the sense like I stretch a lot, I have a massage gun, I do the roller, I do all that fun stuff. What I'll also do in my spare time is I'll play sports. So it's either tennis, the soccer ball, I'll dribble around with friends, basketball, even though I'm not very good, all that stuff. I do that as well, integrate that in my day as much as I can on my days off. It's fun, get your heart rate up, builds competitiveness, and it helps with making friendship as well. You know, the power of friendship will beat the power of the Taliban. I try to get like 7,500 to 10,000 steps in a day as well. That'll help when it comes to, you know, losing fat and just keeping a good heart rate. In my next video, like I said, I will go over my diet and what puts us all together, because most of it is diet. You know, people like to dirty bulk. I'm not like that at all. You'll see in the next video. If you don't see the link for that diet video right here, it's probably because it hasn't come out yet, but please wait patiently. And if you do see the link, click on it. I think you'll be rather impressed by it. Anyway, please give me advice on my routine, on if I should switch up workouts, if I should have a better form from what you saw when I was doing certain exercises, and let me know how you guys are doing in your exercise journey. It is really actually a journey, and it's fun. It really is. There's a good community. There is a lot of pseudoscience out there, but a lot of it is very basic. Like, some people like to complicate it. It's fairly basic, especially with dieting. But again, let me know what you guys think I should change for workouts, or which I should do in my form to make it even better. Tell me how you guys have come across working out as well, if it's something you grew up with or something you want to change about your life. I'd love to hear it, because there's so many stories across the whole world of why people started. And honestly, it's really encouraging to see. Even if someone who has been working out for several years now, it's still encouraging to see it. And I encourage everyone to do something related to physical health. It's very important to you, as we know. If you're new, please subscribe and watch some other videos. I do a lot of journalism on the side. I think you'd find it rather interesting. This is kind of a new video that I've done. I've done some sort of like fitness or workout videos before in the past, not really. This one is kind of like an actual one, but there's a lot of other stuff there that I think you'd find interesting. So please check it out. Subscribe if you're new. Like if you like this video. Again, comment some critiques or some words of encouragement. I don't care. Whatever gets me in the algorithm more. But I still want to provide good quality content. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Please check out these workouts. If you're new to it, get some from it. Compare, contrast, and I'll see you guys next time.